Hello everybody, welcome to episode 82 of How to Play Like a Web Pro. Today we're going to be playing the Foch B. I'm restarting this recording because, as you can see, the first two games didn't go well. And the main problem isn't that they didn't go well, it's that they were literally fucking retarded and impossible to win. This game on Himmelsdorf lasted 3 minutes and 44 seconds. And for the last minute, there was only 2 tanks left alive. It was literally just a fucking steamroll. There was not a single thing I could have possibly done. There was not a single thing you could possibly learn from this game. It was impossible. This game, 15-2 again. This one lasted a little longer. Ooh, 5 minutes. That's crazy. That's really long for a World of Tanks battle. My team drove into an S-Conk and died. And I killed the one tank that was stopping them from progressing, and then they did nothing. And our 279E did 1,300 damage, so yeah, we're restarting this. Anyways, let's go over the field mods. Literally nothing to learn from those battles, that's why I'm not including them. Literally nothing. Not a single fucking fact that you can learn from. So, let me turn off my webcam real quick so you can see the field mods. On TDs, I always picked reinforced platform, parallax adjustment on all tanks. I picked the right angle periscope. The only tank you might not want to take this on is like the Sturv and like Clan Wars. That's literally it. New aiming gears. I picked this one because this thing has a 2-second interclip, so the minus 15% to aim circle size after firing is extremely helpful, and it's much more important than the reload time in my opinion, because the reload time, since you're not in a tank like an S-Conk, which is constantly just brawling opponents and trying to take fights, you're more of an opportunistic tank that waits for opportunities. A lot of the time you're fully loaded, but you're just not doing anything. You're just waiting for a time to strike, so the reload time is not as important, I think. And the benefits to your aim circle size and your aiming speed are just way too big to pass up in my opinion. For the last one, I would either pick neither or the left one, because your reverse speed in this tank is very, very poor. I have a bounty turbo on this thing with the left field mod, and my reverse speed is still only 18. In my opinion, an acceptable level of reverse speed is like 20, and a TD maybe 18, but if you have neither, then you have 16, which is getting pretty fucking bad. And if you have the right one, 14, that is absolutely god-awful. So do not pick the right one in my opinion. It's just not worth it. Doesn't matter if you get more HP for it, it's just not worth. So in terms of equipment for this tank, let me put it back on my webcam. In terms of equipment on this tank, I think you probably should run turbo on all of your loadouts, because of the terrible reverse speed and just for the mobility in general. However, I think there's like maybe 1 or 2 exceptions, which is loadouts which involve like vents, aiming unit, and rotation mechanism, or vents, rotation mechanism, and hardening, or hardening, rotation mechanism, and hardening, rotation mechanism, and aiming unit. Or maybe it was vents, I don't remember. But either way, those combination of 5 pieces of equipment I think are all you need. Personally, I run turbocharger, hardening, and vents on one loadout, and I run vents, aiming unit, and rotation mechanism on the other loadout. I think it's good to have a loadout with at least 2 pieces of equipment for the gun on it, because the gun needs equipment to reduce its dispersion after firing, because this thing has a 2-second interclip, which means after you fire you're not going to be fully loaded for the next shot. That's why the appeal of you know what, I'm actually going to try it. Why not? I gotta take this thing off my tier 5 artillery piece. I'm going to put on rotation mechanism for the other loadout, for my gun loadout. I'm gonna not run turbo, which I think is probably a mistake if you're going for DPG, but I think it could be way more enjoyable to play because my gun is just so much better with the rotation mechanism on it. So with that, we're gonna go into the first game. Should I pause? Honestly, sure, I'll pause. Alright. So we got tier 10 on Lakeville. They have a 60 TP, an E100, and a mouse, which are all juicy tanks. The problem is going to be How the hell do I farm them? Because this thing is a terrible platform to do anything except for ambush people or drive around a corner, trade a clip, and then get out. Like, that's the only thing it can do. And its reverse speed sucks, so it's not even really good at that. The only thing this thing really has going for it is its top speed and its gun. That's basically it. So I think I'm not going to go Valley as much as I like it, just because they have double VZ. If they didn't have a VZ, then I might have gone Valley, but it's just really hard to play in the Valley in this tank because you have no gun depression. Your turret traverse is terrible. You have no armor whatsoever. I mean, you do have some armor, but it's just not very reliable whatsoever. It's pretty garbage on average. So instead I'm going to go City. I'm looking at the map to see where my team goes. They do have a T100, but as long as I just stay out of render of this Grill 15, I can't really get punished even if I happen to get spotted, which I'm not getting spotted. The thing that worries me is my team is all stopped, and our 907 has taken 1500 damage. Wow. You know what I'm actually going to do here? Well, first I'm going to look at this guy, because if he keeps poking, then I'm going to clap his cheeks. I want to take blind shots at where the Grill 15 is, to be honest. The fact that guy took 1500 means he probably got hit by the grill and then just burned for 750 or something. That was a huge waste of credits. But I felt like doing it anyway, and I could have shot this guy. That was probably a waste, but fuck it. I just wanted to do it. I need to look at what is spotted and what is not right now. Their top 3 heavies, their juicy ones, are not lit, and so are 3 of their mediums not lit. We're kind of winning Valley, but I think I need to stay here anyway. It's just too long of a rotation to make to go over there, and I don't know if there will even be anything good for me over there. Instead, what I should probably be doing is just sitting in this location here. On Rudenberg, there's a little bush you can knock over here. What? Did somebody knock this over into the building? Okay, that's not good. That doesn't look like it did at all. I'm just going to back up a little bit. I don't think he's going to push around the corner because our 277 is there. So instead of sitting around waiting, I'm going to come to the low ground and hopefully ambush somebody. I don't really want to peek anybody if possible, but I will if I have to, if I see a good opportunity. And I think this is a good opportunity. I just need to pen these shots. I want to focus the TVP to make him back off. Alright, that's a good clip. I'm reloading. That was definitely a worthwhile trade. Thankfully the TVP didn't poke me at the same time as the E100 was, as I was clipping out the E100, so I got out all my shots for just one shot in return. Which the clip potential of this tank is insane. This tank is very fun to play if you're a pretty good player and you know how to make things work. Their E100 is dead. I kind of want to come over here and look at their T100 first though, and see if he backs off, if I can get a shot. Oh, their Patton got a shot onto me. That's fucking annoying, to be honest. I'm just gonna back off. I'm gonna reload. I want to have a full clip, so when I clip out one of these two, then I'll be chilling. Bang chillin', as the kids say. We're down 7,000 HP, which is not good. I'm gonna go back here probably and try to clip out the 60 TP. I could go close, but I'm afraid I'll take 2 hits for that. So what I want to do is wait for the 60 TP to either be distracted or to fire, hopefully. And then I'll just clip him out. I am spotted, but as long as he fires, it's fine. Alright, he fired. And for their mouse now. Let's fully aim these shots. I don't think he can escape from the next 3, so there's no reason to fully aim, I don't think. Alright, let's go. Nice, we even get a high roll. Alright, we're up to 5k damage. I'm gonna try to stay safe from the mid. Just in case someone's like just on the barely edge of my render and can somehow see me from like over here. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna fall back to the base. I think pushing through is a bad idea right now. We need to defend our base. Pushing through means that we get sniped by the E50M, the M60, the M48 pad, and all them guys. They're probably pushing through the valley right now as well. And so if they get lit in the open, then I'll just farm them. And now the main problem right now is that their T100 has middle. And that is a huge problem, because he's going to spot all of us coming back. What? How did that miss? Okay, I need to angle towards the T100 and hope he bounces. Where is he? Okay, I'm just gonna reload. That TVP is the one who lit me, I think, so I'm just gonna hide. I want to try to stay out of spotting range of the T100. You can see in this on the minimap where my spotting circle is. The T100 is right there, I think. So I gotta try to stay out of that range. They could re-push the city, but I only have 600 HP is the problem because that TVP spotted me. It's really annoying that he yellowed like that. Okay, this guy's lit. Their T100 is pushed up to here. I have enough camo where I don't think he'll spot me unless I fire. I'm hoping we'll spot him in return and kill him, but it's pretty unlikely. He is a one-shot. It's possible to blind him, but it's just so unlikely. Oh, I'm fucking lit. God damn it. I'm just gonna get safe. I can clip this guy out, but he's probably gonna have friends. He's not in a platoon, but I think I just need to play passive for now. And the problem is our S-Conk and Rhino should probably slowly die. I'm gonna press Alt to see their HPs. Depends whether their mediums went city or valley as to whether what I should do. I think they probably went city though, is the thing. Our guys aren't losing much HP, so I don't think one of their mediums went mid. I'm just gonna sit here passive. Hopefully someone comes close and dies, but I really doubt it. Our Rhino is spotting down this path, so he's not spotting anything. I'm gonna tell him I'll help him. I'm gonna YOLO this guy. I rammed him a little bit just to make sure that he would die, because I think my ram would probably do 20 damage or something. Their E50M is unlit. I don't think he's in the city, otherwise he would already be here. So I think he's probably Valley or AFK. I just pressed something I didn't want to. Fuck. We need this T100 dead. He is middle. Fuck. Well, we did 8k damage, or 7.6, so not bad. It could have been 10k or something, but pretty unlikely. We were in a bad spot. But still, I think I showed the strengths of this tank in this. You can trade one shot for like 700 or 500 if you get the right situation. We traded positively on that E100, that mouse, and that M60, as well as getting a little bit of residual damage on that. Residual is probably not even the right word, but you know what I mean. On the TVP and the T100. The power of this gun cannot be overstated. This gun is fucking crazy. The thing is, it's pretty hard to use at long range unless it's a very softly armored opponent, like a 4K5 completely in the open. But if you can get yourself in the right position, this gun is fucking devastating. You can take out like 2/3 of a mouse in a single clip, which is actually kind of sad if you think about it. The mouse's field mods and HP buff and whatever kind of make it crazy now, but no, we hit a blind as well in the beginning, I think. So we got 8,000 damage, very poggers. Okay, let's go next. Don't really care to analyze that any further. Let me pause real quick. Alrighty. So, we got a tier 8 game on proc and counter. To be honest, I don't play proc and counter very often at all. But I don't think it's very different from regular proc. What's my other loadout? I really wish I had turbo vents ram or turbo vents aiming unit this game. I think I'm going to bring my turbo loadout. Nah, fuck it. I'm bringing my aiming unit loadout. My reverse speed is gonna suck is the main thing with this loadout. Should I go mid? They have one light tank. Let me see where our light goes. If our light goes aggro 1-2, then I'm definitely gonna go 1-2. If he doesn't, then I'll think about going mid, but by the time I see whether he goes aggro 1-2, it's gonna be too late to change my mind. If we can kill this guy, that would be absolutely crazy. Okay, that's huge. I'm gonna reload insta because I don't think anything else is gonna get lit. I'm gonna go. Huh. They have nothing to light me if I just play in the bushes here, as long as nothing overpeaks mid. I gotta be careful though. They could. This VZ is. So Rhino could as well. If he doesn't though, I think I'm just gonna get in the bushes, and hopefully our light tank will go take E1. I don't know how he spotted their RU so easily, but I'll take it. Nice bug there, Wargaming. I love that. I don't want to get lit from H1 if they are sitting up here, so I'm gonna stay out of spotting range of that. But I'm just gonna sit here and hope that our 1390 spots someone on the 1-2 line. I could go mid right now. I'm just too afraid I'll be too exposed with the Rhino overpeaking or the VZ overpeaking, and I'll just bleed damage. It's so dumb. I hate this bug. Why have they not fixed this shit yet? Where you can't see the outline properly. It's really annoying. I thought I had a free shot on him there, but it wasn't even close. Our 1390 could light someone at H1 right now. We need this guy in the bowl to die before 1390 can do anything crazy though. How does that even miss? I'm reloading. I don't know how that second one hit though, so I guess it evens out. Okay, he's gonna die eventually. There's no way he won't. He's eventually gonna die. Yeah, he's poking like a bot. He's not a very good player, you can tell. Unfortunately, this guy's bleeding a shit ton as well. I could have bled him, but I'm on reload. I'm almost thinking about going to E1, which, as crazy as it sounds, the problem is his Chieftain T95. I can't do it yet, but I want. Why are you backing up? There's no light tank, bro. This guy is obviously not an experienced player, so he doesn't realize he can just do whatever the fuck he wants. He can just drive straight down this line and just stop whenever he spots something. This is a time. Okay, there's a lot going over hill. I think I'm going mid. Our 1390 is just playing way too passive for me to justify staying on the 1-2 line. And there's a lot of tanks spotted mid, so or on the hill, so I want to go farm them. I think they're overpeaking a lot as well. That guy's gonna die. There's no point shooting at him. All these guys got on lit right as I arrived, which sucks balls. I could have probably gotten 2 more shots out or something. But I should be on lit myself now. Hopefully one of the enemies overpeaks, but I really doubt it now. But the thing is, playing mid, and it's not like you miss out on all the one-line damage. You can still get a lot because of another bug. Very cool. How is this guy alive? That's what I'm trying to understand. Finally. There's like 6 guys behind him and he didn't die the first time? You're actually serious? Okay, I have 4 more shells. I'm gonna keep them for now. I want our 1390 to just fucking go. Like, why are you not going? I think he just doesn't understand that he cannot get spotted. If he has like any camo crew, he will not get lit. It's impossible. I wish I would have reloaded now, but I can't predict the future. Like, for all I know, our 1390 is just sitting there waiting, or one of these enemies on the hill is gonna overpeak. I'm just gonna reload now. I only have one shell left. This guy's gonna, yep, he's going as soon as I reload, I bet. Don't, please don't. Let me reload, please. At some point I want to overpeak on these guys and kill that rhino, but I don't have enough HP right now to do that, and they have too many tanks alive. But at the very end of the game, I probably can do that if I'm loaded. It's so hard to tell where to look right now. Hill or this. I think the one line is better. It's just higher potential, because if something gets lit, I can do a shit ton of damage to it. Like that. I really want to peek this rhino, but it's not worth it yet. I'm thinking about reloading, but I'm not going to. This guy should push up. This 4K is still unlit. I'm not gonna blind that arty because I know I'll just fucking miss because I suck at blinding arty. Why is he just going so slow? Alright, I'm going for it. Fuck it. Forgot I don't have my turbo. That's fine, as long as you survive. I just need to survive. It's the most important thing. Please bounce the shot, and then I'll be chilling. It would have actually been worth it if I survived this, I think. Because I got 2 shots out of it. And I don't need my HP the rest of the game, I think. Unless I fuck up somehow. Because the thing is, I just sniped for the rest of the game. Nice, your 4K just died. That's really cool. You love to see that. Why did their 4K just have to suicide like that? Their ISU is still unlit, that's fine. He's gonna be back there, we know that already. Oh, I aimed that bad. Fuck, and then he gets ammo wrecked, of course. This fucking G-Sword is just having the game of his life right now. Yeah, at least I got that last shot. I got 6 kills, but honestly this could have been a lot more, but... Look, it's 15 to 1, like... I don't know what to tell you. Our 1390 played like a bitch. He still did fine, I guess. He was just way too passive. He went to C1 in the beginning, that's how you know. He's a passive player. C1, fucking TD camping spot. He probably still got like 5.5k. No, he probably got like 6k spotting. Let's see, 6.183. No, 6.138. Fuck, not even close. And he didn't do shit. Alright, let's go to the next battle. I mean, poking around the rhino was definitely too aggressive. I kind of knew that doing it anyway, but I just really wanted to do it because this 1390 was pissing me off with how slow he was playing. I just wanted to shoot something really badly. And then it's unfortunate that 4K5 just died for completely free by a G-Sword. What did our G-Sword do? 2800? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we're already in the next battle, so let's go. This is absolutely god-awful matchmaking. This is complete dog shit. We don't even have a light tank for me to shoot the cross with. I'm thinking about my options right now. I really don't like going ice road because going bridge basically allows you to do the same thing, so you can just drop off. Also, you're just relying on enemy heavy tanks to come this way, which a lot of the time they just simply don't, especially because in this game they only have 4, and they're not even tanks that I can particularly fight against very easily. Like a 215B and the 60p, yes, but the Rhino and the VZ, I'm just not even going to trade that well versus them. They have a ton of TDs, they have 2 RD, and then they have 3 mediums. What I'm actually going to do, unless I see something, like some weird opportunity because of our deployment, I'm probably going to go over to the south flank, which is not something I do super often, but it's not that uncommon for me to do it. And my goal there is just to try to clip out a medium tank or one of their fast heavies. Usually I would just probably snipe the cross in a Foch B. I run my hardening loadout mostly just for the turbo. Again, this is why I think that you probably should have turbo on both loadouts, because I would probably, I could have picked my gun handling loadout if I didn't, but I still think hardening might be better anyway. It probably is. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of tanks with us. I'm going to ask people to push with me. Hopefully they listen. They have a lot of TDs, so we don't need many tanks to necessarily support because their TDs shouldn't be coming with. We only have to hold off this many tanks, the ones at the top. But if they have if they have like 5 tanks here, then we're kind of fucked. Even if they have 4, it's kind of risky. I'm just gonna back off, hope he pushes across. I'll try to bait. I think I should actually poke this though, because I'm actually in a pretty good spot to bleed it. Like, look, he doesn't have a great. He only has a shot on my cupola, which, you know, that's where you want to shoot this tank. But I mean, I'm not gonna trade with him, but I'm not actually lit. That's great. I can try to snipe his cupola here, or his weak point. I'm getting for his track. Missed. I'm just gonna kill him. I know I could have gotten probably another shot on that guy, but I just wanted to kill that guy. I didn't want to risk missing out on that kill, and then he would be annoying later on. Let me think. I'm thinking whether I can go here to the outside here and shoot at these guys. I think I probably can. So they're 215Bs there. I'm gonna take a hit here. Oh, I blocked him. Easy for me. I'm gonna tuck in, pretend like I'm not peeking so he repeaks. Do I trade this? I don't think I do. It's just gonna be a 1-for-1. He can just pull into cover there. I want to YOLO him, to be honest. Oh, we're up 5k. I just need to get out damage right now. I'm gonna go YOLO this guy. Why are you doing this shit, bro? Why are you fucking doing this? What are you trying to accomplish? You're just gonna fucking die. Nice one, buddy, you fucking dumbass. Fucking idiots, bro. They're like 6 of them are already dead and we don't even have a light tank. It's actually impressive how dog shit they are at this game. They better not damage this 215B. I want a full clip on this guy. They're gonna damage him. They're probably gonna shoot him for like 1,000 actually. Didn't even get in 5. These kind of games piss me off so goddamn much. It's like, what is going through your fucking minds that you can actually be this bad at this game? It's actually impossible. If I can get out another clip, it'll be an okay game, but this guy's probably gonna overpeak and take more. Yep, nice poke, you fucking bot. The fuck are you doing? All you had to do was sit here and you would get out 2 more clips. God, you fucking retards. They're actually so goddamn bad. I'm glad I picked my turbo loadout. I have enough HP where I can just take the hit. I'm hoping I get like most of him. Okay, apparently I can't hit him, so I need to get closer. Okay, that was a dog shit game. I mean, it wasn't DBG wise, it was like slightly below average for me, but god damn, that was so fucking boring. I did nothing of use. Ah, why have I had so many games like this today? You guys don't understand. You haven't seen the full picture. I've had like fucking 3 games where it's just like 15-2, fucking literally do nothing at all. It's so boring, man. Okay, I think you guys probably learned not a singular fact from this video, or at least from this battle, I mean. I'm just gonna be nice to that guy, even though I really was not very impressed with his spotting, but you can tell he was trying his best. He was not just YOLOing in to die. Okay, I'm gonna play one more, I think, in the Foch B. Let's see how it goes. Alas, it is another month later, probably, or something. Probably even more than that, actually. But I didn't make a final replay with this tank, so I'm gonna play it again today just to finish off this video. I made a bunch of episodes after this, and I just skipped over the last replay for this one because I don't know, I just didn't really feel like playing the Foch B. But now today I feel like finishing this episode, and I kind of have to because this is the next episode. It's like 82 or 81, I don't remember. I think 82. I think I have slightly different loadouts than last time, but I think both of these loadouts are still viable. This is what I ran last time. I think last time I had hardening instead of this, but I'm going to run this. I'm going to run turbo. I like this loadout, and today I don't know, I just felt like running turbo, but also stuffer gun for the gun. And so I decided to bring turbo. I think rotation mechanism is very good for the gun, and lastly I could either run improved aiming unit or vents. I decided to go with vents, although honestly improved aiming unit with improved aiming unit directive could also be very good, so it's up to you. I'm gonna go hill because I don't think I can go one line because my cupola's on the left side, and because they have a lot of the time you just get stuck there. I don't want to get clipped by this VZ, so I'm gonna make sure he doesn't hit me in the side, and I'm just gonna sit at this rock. No one's gonna from the team should take the hill now. We've already won it. The only way I'm gonna poke this is if they fire at my teammates. Okay, let's try to poke. Okay, I'm gonna reload and then instantly drive up. They only have one guy contesting this, so I can get away with that easily. I would say let's look at what's lit and what's not, but there's so much stuff that's unlit that it's not even really worth looking at yet. From the hill, a very common place that you can bleed is you can sit here and you can shoot people who are playing in this area right here. And so that's what I'm kind of looking for, but looking at our bat jet, he's poking that and he's not spotting anything. Although I take it back, he did spot a serve. But he just took 1200 damage, and this serve will definitely bleed me in return if I poke him. And I don't actually have a great chance of penetrating him frontally because I can't overmatch his hull. The only thing I can do is shoot his cupola, so it's not really worth trading against him, especially because he has 4500 DPM. So instead I'm going to poke this bush, see if a TD is in this bush over here. If he overpeaks, we can't see anything. Only one TD is unlit, the grill 15. He could be back there, but I'm not sure. I kind of doubt it. And looking at what's lit and unlit, it's just the grill and the patent. They have nothing contesting down here. I'm not even going to bother trying to push that. That's impossible to push, basically. I'm going to try to support the south right now. I probably won't get shots. They could still be here, right here. And so, it looks like we're losing by a lot. Now do I go to where this guy is to try to shoot, or do I push back near our base? I think I just stay on the hill for now. I'm going to try to repoke this angle just to see if the serve has turned or something, or if someone else is exposed. Looks like that hasn't happened. Something else is shooting at the hill. Hopefully this guy commits down so I can clip him, but I really doubt he will. This is looking like a terrible loss right now, and I've done 1 shot of damage so far, so Sometimes when they're pushing around the southern corner, I think the best place to be is where the 780 is right now. It's the best place to poke. Because if they come over this ridge here, you just have better shots than if I were to play on the left here. But right now, no one's really over peeking. Except for this guy. Can I get a shot through here? He's stopping. So I'm using the auto hull lock right now to keep my hull from rotating. Oh wait, I guess I'm not. Maybe it's because I went on sniper mode. I'm not going to talk about that setting in this video, honestly. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't play TDs that much anyways, so... And I switched between auto hull lock and not. I'll just show you where it is in the settings. You can test with it for yourself. It's up here. Enable automatic hull lock in sniper mode. Just play with that if you're playing in a TD. I think in the Foch B it's not good to have on, but in something like a FV 4005 it is. Things with bad aiming time and high alpha damage probably benefit more from auto hull lock than things like a Foch B where you're just constantly putting out shells. This guy is overcommitting. I'm gonna push him and just clip him. I probably should have reloaded somewhere in this gap. I didn't even think about doing that, which is kind of a misplay, I think. I'm gonna try to go. Okay, I'm reloading. We're only down 3,000 now instead of 5,000, which is good, but looking at the tanks and the map positions, this is very bad. Now looking at the map, their two mediums are up here. Everything else besides the grill is lit. If these guys overcommit again, I might just push them. If not though, then I'm gonna clip the north and hopefully kill a tank or two. Or get out like most of a clip at least so that we can start bringing this game back in our favor. There's a giant hill in the way, so I can't shoot that, obviously. Our 780 is kind of keeping those mediums back. They do have the cap right now, and there's a giant rock in the middle of the cap, so we can't actually bleed it. They could actually be peeking down there, but I'm gonna risk this and just poke the E3. And there's no one behind, it seems, so I'm gonna take the risk. Don't hit me, please. Fuck. This is a bad play right now. Of course they're shooting me instead of the 780, which is, you know, very intelligent of them. Already could hit me right now, so I gotta watch for that. I'm a one shot, so I've got to be very careful. We are losing the cap, so eventually I'm going to have to do something. I'm unlit now, so I can poke this 140 and just pre-aim him. Alright, we did get him. Shot his cupola. I went for a snap, and then I hit his cupola. There's only 19 seconds left. I'm going to go for this Cent AX because I'm really hoping their guy gets off cap or something. Unfortunately, this guy is a good player, and he kills me. I can almost guarantee you he's at least like 52% or something, because he shot me so quickly, even though the only angle he had was like this. Not a very good game, really. I don't really think I played great, but at the same time, it was kind of hard to play because I went hill, encountered nobody, and then I had no shots until the very end of the game, and their Cent AX got 7 kills somehow, so... I could have possibly rotated back to the base. I don't think it was a smart idea to push through the north. I think that would have been a bad idea. I mean, at least we got 3,000, which isn't great in my standards at least, but it's not like a terrible, terrible game. It's just pretty bad. E3 is, let's see. I mean, he shot me twice in both. The second shot was more suspicious. He's only 49, okay. Might be a new player though. I don't think he's actually 49%. I think he's probably, let's see. Looking at this and these stats, he is actually a new player. Maybe not. Maybe he's a reroll, but it's hard to tell honestly. But just looking at his tier 8 stats, like Oh, I guess. Okay, you know what? Maybe his stats are real. I don't even know. Historically, I've been pretty bad at predicting people's stats, so. Let's go for one more, though. Hopefully, a decent game. Hopefully, one that's quick. Okay, cool. Abbey, let's see what tier. Tier 10, that's not good. On Abbey, in this kind of tank destroyer where I can't really push, I just have to ambush people. Especially in a tier 10 game. Against tier 8s you can sometimes push, but against tier 10s it's pretty difficult. I think what I'm going to do is bring my non-turbo loadout. I'll bring my aiming unit instead of the turbo, and I'm just going to camp right here and just snipe down the middle. Because sometimes in the middle, one of their mediums will try to take the middle, or they'll just they'll poke a little bit too high right here where I'm pinging on the map, where I'm showing on the map, and you can get a few shots in. This isn't really a great way to get damage, but the thing is there's very little risk to it, and there's not many other plays that you can really make in a Foch B. If I was in like a VZ, for example, which is probably a much better autoloader, then I would go 1-2 or something. But since I'm in a tank destroyer, which really cannot play here, or cannot play on this map easily, like pushing people, I'm just gonna sit here and wait. I might be lit, so I gotta be careful. I am lit. I'm watching their CS. I don't think I have a shot on him. Yeah, I don't. Another advantage of this location, if you're in something like a 4005, is you can one-shot people who are going up. But also, if they have a lot of TDs, they have double grills in this game. You can blind shot here, like right where I'm blinding right now. This is like right where I'm aiming right now is like the ideal location to blind. And you can get some shots in. I probably should have held my shots. It was mostly just for demonstration purposes. I probably would have blinded twice there and saved the rest of my shots in case somebody poked. Would have clipped that bat for probably 2, maybe 3 shots. But that's basically the advantages of that position. Now looking at the map, they don't seem to be contesting the 9 line because our TDs here would have bled some damage by now by getting spotted from here, or at least spotted the enemies in return. It looks like we're probably a little bit down on the 1-2, but we do have a minnow. I'm still just going to camp here for now. But I'm thinking about what to do. I don't think pushing the 9 line will get me anything. We are losing the 1-2 because they sent a minnow over there as well. I don't think I can go there to reinforce it. They just have too many tanks. That was another terrible shot, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's like no shots right now at all. I'm gonna aim for his track to double track him, which I successfully do. I have enough shells where I can just spam at him. Even if I miss one, I'm still gonna end up killing him. So thankfully we ambushed that bat jet correctly and we killed him. Now right now what's gonna happen is we're gonna lose the 1-2 line, but they have like nothing 9 line. So I need to set up for this 1-2 repush. If I push 9 line right now, I'm just going to run into tanks who are camping, who are ready for me, or I'm going to run into nothing at all. If you look at what spot, it's just an STB and grill unlit. There's like nothing over here. So what I need to do right now is kill this Centurion, and then get into this position where I'm going right now. Unfortunately he dies. I'm going to instant reload, because I don't think I'm going to encounter anybody for a second here. What I want to do is get up into this position right here and defend our base. From this position, from the north side, if they cross this gap here, or if they just go into your base, you can play camoed up and try to ambush them. Especially in a Foch B, I think this is very effective. Will we win this game? We're only down 2,000, so I think we actually will. We just need our E5 to back up, and I can support him from this location here. I'm actually going to knock over this tree here so I can get a little bit of a wider angle on this to shoot them a little bit sooner. I'm hoping we don't win by too much, because our E5, it's potentially possible that he doesn't even die here and he just kills them all, but he would have to be a good player in order for that to happen. The other thing is we have a Panzer 7 here who's going to hold them off for probably a decent amount of time unless they YOLO push for some reason. I think I saw a tree fall down like over here, so the 183 is probably there as well. They are triple pushing the E5. Our E5 overcommitted. He should have stayed at this corner right here. There's a ton of tanks here, and yet he pushed up, which was a bad idea by him. I want to get out a full clip here. We do have middle, which is very, very good for this situation. Just going to clip this guy. I'm not even spotted. He's not lit anymore. I'm going to reload now, actually, because they're going to push in with more tanks. So even though I could wait for this minnow or somebody else with 2 shells, I'd rather instantly reload and get ready for more tanks to push. Will they actually push? They might start realizing that they're actually losing this, and they might decide to stop and go back, which I'm hoping they won't do, but it looks like they will. Our ST2 and RHM are farming them very well, and for some reason they're not able to get our Panzer 7. Now I would re-push this and actually go up. The problem is they have a minnow here, and if their minnow is playing like in this position here, he's going to be hauled down to me, and it doesn't matter how much HP I have and how little he has. The only way for me to kill him without him just straight up 3-shotting me before I can even get to him is if I snipe his cupola, and that's not even really possible if he's slightly angled up, so I'm just going to wait for a second. I'm going to wait to see what the enemy does. This game is a little bit too close for me to play aggressive. I was thinking about going like this and going up here. There's a little boost right here where you can kind of flank them. You can move up onto the 1-2 line, and they probably wouldn't expect that. The thing is, if they just happen to have a tank here and here, or even if they just have a tank on one of the sides. Oh, that's good. They did push through. Alright, the minnow is clipping me. I need to back off. Alright, I'm safe from the minnow. I'm going to go for the I-7 now. I'm going to go for his engine just for better chance of fire. And we just got out a great clip there. I really did not expect them to do that. I thought they would just turn around. There's an I-7 behind me. I'm safe for now. The good thing is this tank's DPM and its reload is actually very short. It has about the same reload as a Bat Chat, even though its clip is 2400 instead of 1950. So it can actually reload very fast, and you have to be aware of that if you're an enemy playing against a Foch B, because they can fuck you in the ass very quickly after reloading. You have a very short window of actually killing them. So this guy didn't expect us to poke there. He probably didn't see it as an option for us. He thought we were just sitting in the corner. I'm gonna go for this guy because he's not looking at me. I could get hit by the minnow. I do. I don't really care, to be honest, because I'm gonna get unlit in a second. I bounced, unfortunately. But I am unlit now because there's a bunch of bushes in the way, and I could tell that this guy would have like one shot potentially of shooting me before I would get unlit. So I just risked it. If I take one from the minnow and then I put out 3 shells, I think that's a worthwhile trade considering that we're winning this game heavily. I'm willing to take a shot to get out 3 when we're up this much HP. And in a second I'll be reloaded because of this great reload for an autoloader. Oh, unfortunately he dies. I'm just gonna wait for this guy to spot the IS-7. Let me take him out. I'm gonna instantly reload. Probably didn't need to, but and I should have gone down the other side. I don't think it's gonna matter. He's probably gonna die, or we're gonna cap before we get to him. But I think the biggest thing to take from this game is when you're losing the 1-2 line, it doesn't really matter what tank you're in, but especially in a tank like a Foch B or something with great DPM, you can take this location here. I mean, even in something with terrible DPM like a 705A, if you have great armor as well, you can hold this location right here, and they have to push up to this tiny little narrow gap and shoot you. And so they basically, it's really hard to push. It's a very hard to push location, and so it's very easily defendable from. Now you do actually kind of need teammates to spot for you if you're going to use that spot. It's good even if they don't spot for you a lot of the time, but if they spot for you, it's just so much better because you can clip them on the cross when they're in like A3, A4. Wow, what an epic fucking game. That was demonic as well. Nice meme. Was he anonymized? He was. I didn't even notice it was him. I tell him GG. Alright. So we did in this game 6.7k, 4 kills. Pretty solid. I played very passive in the beginning, and that definitely paid off for me. I don't think you should try anything stupid on the 1-2 line if it's a full tier 10 game. If it's a tier 8 or tier 9 game, then I think you might be able to get away with it. Especially if you bring a turbo loadout and try to cross or bleed the cross on the 1-2 line in the beginning. If you don't know what cross I'm talking about, it's kind of hard to describe where, but basically on the left side on the mini-map, the left road, you can go to a tank. It's like a Panzer IV, like a dead wreck of a Panzer IV. You can go on that tank and bleed across. But the thing is, in a tier 10 game, I'm pretty likely just to not penetrate them or to just get shot back. And after that initial bleed, there really isn't anything for me to do in that flank except to wait and try to ambush them if they push through. I can't actually push it myself, so that's why I opted to go middle, because the bleed that I get middle is just more common, I guess I would say. You get like 1 or 2 shots on the 1-2 if you bleed them crossing, but in the middle you get 1 or 2 shots anyways, and sometimes you get more than that, and there's no risk to it, and afterwards you have more options. Alright, that'll be the end of this video. Thank you for watching. GG Demonic. Goodbye, everybody.